All right, I'm back here. Antics in the bay. So the rest of the story is as I reeled in this particular rod, my bait caster with my drop shot and that triple drop shot rig, it was loaded up like it was a good fish. And when I got it in, I looked down and it was pulling hard enough that it took a little drag, but I couldn't tell what it was because there's sculpin, halibut, sand bass, spotted bass, which was what I just showed. Spotted bay bass they're called. And then there's been gigantic smelt in the bay, and there's mackerel, so there's all kinds of stuff. And I can't even count how many times I've been hit in the bay, hooked up, and the rod feels nice and loaded up, like something you could put on the plate for dinner. And basically I just lose the fish, it comes off or bites it never was hooked and was hanging onto the bait. So this time, as I reeled in and I looked down, it's a giant lizard fish. Okay, they've been around a lot and they've been hitting a variety size plastics and live bait, including their own species, so they're cannibalistic. So basically, then at that point, I realized I was completely tangled around the other rod's line, and that was on a Daiwa Lexa with a sea line rod, and that was in free spool. So I was pulling up the slack in the line, and the fish was fighting the whole time. And of course, I'm looking at it like it's a nightmare and I'm never going to get this untangled. So I made a decision. I ripped the bait out of the lizardfish mouth, threw that thing back in, and started unwinding my line. And I was holding the slack so the line was tight in the other rod. And this thing was pulling over and over and over. But it wasn't so big that it was something that I was afraid was going to break the line. I was just more concerned with that it could be something that I would lose and never find out what it was. Sorry, I'm getting hit again. And anyway, after all this storytelling, this isn't scripted. I'm sitting in the kayak fishing, dealing with like 3 different things. So as I cut the line, get that rod out of the way, and I proceed to pull the other line in by hand because it was a big jumbled mess. Lo and behold, a beautiful halibut on a gulp grub that I have not gotten hit ever, and it's pink and white. I painted the jig head green, complete random surprise. Super happy that I got that fish, and now I get to at least have that for dinner. And I'm just shocked I got it in. Anyway, end of the story. I'll see what else I get going here for this day, Saturday, January 12th, I think it is. Everybody's probably waiting to watch football, get the playoffs on, and I'm out here trying to get fish. All right. Goodbye.